I hate how bad our finances are. I really do. Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge. And our finances look dire. Again, I don't know why we have so many issues with finances, but between this year, next couple of years as well, apparently we're going to be in the red by about 1 million consistently. Our sponsors should be saving us like 2 million every year. Unless these two, no, unless these two additional kit sponsors don't renew and don't give us very good money, we should be in a good position. But I'm not going to rely on that forever because we need to improve on that very quickly in the financial side of things, because we might need to get rid of some players if this continues to be an issue for me. But yes, we're currently spending about 27,000 a week. We're going to be cutting about 3,500 of that sooner rather than later. So that's one less thing to worry about in that regard. Though again, I've got to deal with a load of contracts at the end of the year. Also, we are currently in a process of a board takeover. We're currently in the process of seeing our owners leave the club. That's always concerning when that's the case, but that's, I guess, one less thing to worry about going forward. Another thing, Leonardo Tuigi's damaged his hip and he's going to be out for 2 to 3 months, and being 34 and not getting any younger, I'm concerned for his career, honestly, because I could see his career ending very soon. He's declining quite heavily. He's already a leading player in Serie D now at 2.5 stars. Yes, as a 2.5 star player in defense. And he's been declining since last year. He's just been getting worse and worse. So he's one person we need to be concerned about. So if we were to look at the last 6 months alone, declined quite badly. He's declined in physically. Actually, it's just the last year alone. His stamina's gone down by 4. While there's no real change in the technicals and mentals, his physicals are declining so badly that I might need to get rid of him, just to give him something to be one less thing to worry about. And hell, just from this season to last year, he's declined even in the technical side of things. So he's definitely someone who's struggling. And for me, seeing how badly he's declined since I've been the manager of the club, it's heartbreaking to know that my former captain and the player that I used to go to pretty much kickstart things is now declined so badly. But at least in Nico Trey, we've got a pretty much replacement. Yes, he's not left-footed like his counterpart is, but I think, yeah, he's also very weak on his left foot as well, which is a bit annoying, but we got that to be worried about. But Ruggiero can actually play on his left foot, and he's a player that can play in centre defence. Hasn't really improved a lot, and he's still only good enough to be a leading player in Serie D, but we've got one less thing to worry about in that regards. But then Nicotre is also in that situation where he's playing in the Serie D level, so yeah, we need to look into this and to hopefully sort that out very quickly, even if he's improving quite rapidly at the moment. But enough about the current players and the finances. How have we been getting on since we last met? So our first game was away from home against Arizo, and we lost this game by 2-0. And Richie getting the goal for the first one, and then in the second half, 71 minutes in, we don't do ourselves justice, and Kara just gets the ball and has a tap in, really. It was disappointing. We weren't at our best. We're trying this formation. Forte, Fontesi, and Agnello were a bit disastrous in this game. We had to do with international call-ups as well, which is always an issue, and I hate it when that's a problem, but it is what it is. Though admittedly, we actually were pretty good going forward, we just didn't take our chances, and that's what cost us. So, one thing to learn about and to try and improve in the very near future, because if we don't take our chances, we're not going to score. We did, however, in the next game take on Siena, and Carmenetti got us in front inside 30 minutes in the end of Banny's free kick, and then in the 14th minute of the game, Rokas scores. So Krasnokas gets his 15th of the season, I think it was at the time, to give us a 2-goal lead. Siena actually missed the penalty in this game and still managed to score this goal, but Canturano wasn't able to get anything more than a consolation, and we beat the league leaders. So, a good consolation, a good win for us. It was actually enough for us to feel like we've got a buffer now, and it's a great sign. What was not a great sign was this result. We actually took the lead after Rokas scored again. Now, I think it was his 15th goal. But then we conceded a goal just before half time to Giulianova after Esposito scored for the effort. And then the second half, we conceded a winning goal. And we were 2-1 down and lost 2-1 after Spaturi scored that goal after getting an end of that cross. And I was, I wasn't very happy. It was one of those games where you just think, how have we lost this? How have we been doing so badly that we can just let a team like this beat us? And I have no words. No words at all. We were just really bad on the day. Maybe it's a mentality. I don't know. But we were not good enough on the day, unfortunately. If that game was bad, this was even worse. Not because of the fact we lost to one of the best teams in the division through his really good goal, but the fact that we lost to a team that had gone down to 10 men inside the 16th minute of the game. 16 minutes, they were down to 10 men. They had just 2 shots. We had an extra man for 74 minutes, and we only had 6 shots, and one of which was only on target. We didn't take any of our chances. They took their chance. And they scored a winning goal. And it wasn't even a shot you should be scoring that often. You can imagine why I'm very upset about this result. And why I was so angry with the team for losing us this game. Even if I may have been the problem, because I went positive. But I'm no longer trusting this system in that regard. I'm just going to go stick with my gut. Because I wanted to go for balanced and cautious. He said go positive. I decided to follow his advice despite my gut telling me to go for balance. And we lost. So yes, a bit questionable to say the least. We then went to Sembradeste and they scored this goal. And Pinenen got that. Then it was 2-0 inside the 70th minute of the game. Regia gets 2 bites of the cherry. The first goal really annoyed me because of the fact it was deflected off my defender and my keeper didn't think he could dive for it or something like that. I don't know why. I wish I knew why he didn't try to stop it from going in, but I'm not even sure if that was a shot. And that's the worst part about that. I didn't even think it was a shot. And it was just good defending, but the keeper just allowed it to go across his lines and let it go into the net like he was bamboozled by the whole thing. And that was the last game we had. You can tell by the sound of my voice I'm not impressed with the team right now and I'm very angry with them. Because I just had to go through that again. And I was upset the first time. Where are we now? So we're currently in 15th place. 15th place. And we've got Perugia next. We're going to lose this game. And we're going to finish in 15th place. I am literally giving my team a vote, no confidence at all. I've got no confidence that my team is going to do something against them. Even if we have beaten top of the table Siena, we have lost 3 games on the bounce against teams we should be beating. We are only 4 points away from the relegation playoffs and 1 point away from our lowest ever position. If we don't get a point, this would be our worst ever finish in our 4 years stay here. We are 10 points away from the playoffs. For the last 2 seasons, we've been fighting for a playoff place. We've missed out on the playoffs for the last 2 seasons on the last day of the season. This year, it's not a worst points finish, but it's definitely close. is definitely close to being the worst points finish we've had. And I'm disappointed by this situation. I'm not trusting my team at the moment, honestly. We're going to go for this change because I don't trust my team at all. And to be completely honest with you, I wonder if I am just... Maybe I just take a break for a bit. I don't know. Either way, let's start this match and see how we do against this team that is expected to do well against us because, let's be honest, they're a very good team. We've got a corner here. Martino would take it. And we've had a chance already. And only with the effort, it's over the bar, but it's a chance either way. And they have a corner now. And Kamenetz is headed away, so we're getting to the ball first, it seems like. But Forte couldn't get to this one. Maybe we could do something. Or that was close. But yeah, they had an opportunity. They put it wide, and we've gone defensive. Maybe I should go very defensive, just thinking that we're not going to do much at all. I got to think about this. They got a free kick again. We're not very good at defending against set pieces, and I'm annoyed because MacLeod has just scored that goal. I'm annoyed because of the fact I feel like we should have been better protected by the officials here. Oh, he's not offside because he's actually behind the ball or behind one of the players as the shot's gone in, but it's still frustrating. It's still very frustrating, and maybe I should just go cautious and just see what happens here. As we can see the second goal. So yeah, we got nothing to gain here. 2 goals in 5 minutes for Perugia. They're just gonna go through. They're already gonna finish in 3rd place at this point. I'm not gonna go watch this again because I don't want to watch it. And we're just being ripped to shreds by a team that is come to be one of the best in the division. Oh, to remember also losing. That's why we're not gonna be above them anyway. So, one of those games. They got a free kick, and maybe I just went too narrow. I don't know. I've got to think of this situation going forward because the team is got full of players that are getting better and better, but we've also got the aging players that we're probably going to have to get rid of at some point. Vigi, we've got to get rid of, I think, at some point now. He's just declining as bad as he is. They're going to get an opportunity here. And we just blocked their efforts, so that's something. Better than nothing. Brokia is going to try and do something. No. Or that. Brokia is going to do it again. I don't know what they're going to do here. It feels like they're just pass the ball nicely, or we can get the ball back. I think we've got the opportunity to get the ball back. We just didn't take it. But I don't know. Maybe I just got to figure out a tactic, a strategy. And how do we don't get called out like that again? Because we just cleared the ball away. But the opportunity again to do something. And they just scored a 3rd. That's a very good goal from Cisco. This is one of the better teams in the division, so I'm not too upset by this result as much as I berated them earlier for their results. I feel like I've just lost the will to care right now, and that's the saddest part about this situation. It's also a very good ball, and the defense got completely sliced into 2 pieces. So we lose 3-0 in the last game of the season. We weren't that good. We deserved to be beaten by 3-0. It was a 3-0 defeat performance, and we finished in 15th place, our worst ever position under my leadership, which I think tells you a lot. And yeah, even now, even though we finished in 15th, we weren't in the lowest non-playoff position because Fano actually avoided having to face Ravenna, who are down this season because they finished 14 points clear of them. Ibuel, Giulianova, and Pontederi, who'll be in the playoffs. Considering that Giulianova were really bad one year, that's a good result for them. And they actually beat Ravenna on the last day of the season to ensure that they finish above Pontederi. So, who actually won against Fano anyway, so that's ironic. What can you do? And that was our worst finish of the season, worst ever finish. And I can't really say much more than that. So yeah, that's just our worst finish. And yeah, we were definitely not as good as we could have been. And I think what our problem is, we have really good starts and then just fall away, or we have really bad starts and then start to kick on from there. we don't seem to have a consistency all season round, which is an issue in itself. As Siena finally win the trophy, they've actually gone promoted for the first time. And I'm just going to show you this because it's incredible. This is the season we weren't in the division, right? We came up after this division finished. So we came up, Siena finished in 3rd place. We stayed up, we've got 11th place. Siena got 2nd. Lost out on the title the last day of the season. They finished 2nd again, lost out on the last day of the season. We finished in 12th. This year we finished in 15th. Siena finally win the title on the 4th time of asking. So, yeah, they've finally done it. Good for them. It's about bloody time they've done something productive in that regard. We're going to see who survives out of the 2 teams that are in the relegation playoffs and be right back. I don't care for the playoffs, honestly, at this point. I don't think I need to care. So, end season review. No confetti this time. We let Harano leave at the end of the season. And we didn't sign any players again because we didn't need to. Finished in 15th was our worst position, but the board were happy we finished above the automatic relegation. And we finished above the playoffs too, so it could have been worse. We did finish in the first round in this competition too, so it's not the end of the world. I hate the fact that we keep on losing the final every single time we get past the group stage. It's ridiculous now. But yeah, if it wasn't for this game, I would be... I don't know what it is about this competition that we seem to do really well, then just drop off towards the end. It's annoying to me now. We had a few good games. The match we remember against Fano was actually enough to be the match to remember because of the relegation clash and all that stuff. And our 5-2 win against Vespasaro, that was a good game. I don't know what to say anymore, but yeah, Nunes' winning goal was the goal of the season 2, which is ironic. And our sponsorship's gone down to 2.12 million this time. Broadcasting net revenue's gone down by 100,000. Corporate and hospitality's gone up by 7,000, you know. As has the match day commercial and retail's gone up by 11,000. So, yeah, it's been a good year in that regards. And it's still showing this formation, how it was the best formation it was for us, but I don't know, to be honest with you. But Gianzini, I don't know what it was, but I just lost faith in him halfway through the season. I never really used him, so maybe that was the problem. Maybe I just should have kept going with him. And at the end of the day, as Nunes gets the player of this season, Gianzini gets the young player of the season at age of 24. And, I don't know. I'm just conflicted at this point as to what I want to be doing with this team. But yeah, this is our team of the year. And I've got to look at this and wonder where I want to go from here. XG position was 18th. Wow. Okay. Apparently we're that bad. And they want us to finish in this division again. Yep. That works for me. I'm pleased we were able to avoid relegation this year. Yeah. Let's go with the relegation thing. Budget of 28 grand for wages. What? Okay, so they've actually cut the wages by 8 grand. Okay. And transfer budget's also gone down. That's a bit concerning all of a sudden, but there you go. I'll be back in a bit, and I'll see what happens once we finish everything out, you know? Okay, so Siena and Takeover talks, so we could be about to be taken over for a bid of 50 grand. That's a bit low. Well. Pontedera have come from behind to ensure they do not get relegated. Virgil and Nova have gone down instead. They still can't say up. Okay, yeah, let's go with that. So, that's one less thing to worry about in that regards. We've got the quarterfinals of the Liga Pro as well. There are only 2 teams in our division left, so let's see how this goes on. Okay, we just got a board takeover. Silvio Real has just taken over. He's the former director of the club, and they have decided they're taking over the club. Blah, 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 blah. We've lost managing director, another director, and another director to the board takeover, and 3 new board takeovers will be taken over instead. At the moment, it doesn't seem like there's anything else to be changed, so that is interesting. That's good to know. And they've literally got rid of 3 different affiliate clubs as well. Okay. Do we have an affiliates? We do have 2 affiliates left. Okay. Nice. Can I get a senior affiliate and a junior affiliate? That'd be nice. Okay, they're okay with the senior affiliates, but not okay with the junior affiliates. So it's happened. Versus and Teller have gone up in our division. I'm just going to say, if they didn't get promoted this season, it would be an absolute tragedy for them. But they're being promoted. We are going in this division next year. We've also had a sponsorship income money come in, so we've got 2 million from that. And on the board takeover, we've had a lot of financial income. So anything's possible now. Everything's sorted out, and I'm going to end this here. Hope you guys have actually enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video, and like to subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out a lot. So anyway, until next time, bye, and well, good night.